Alright, and we're back. I ended up changing my mind and stepping away a moment longer than I originally intended. I'm trying to switch controllers. So I use the SNES controller for Jump King. I use the SNES controller for anything I possibly can on the Switch. Um, if I can get away with this one, I use it. Like we did Cuphead with this. I think we did Hollow Knight with this one too. Basically any 2D game, I can use the SNES controller. I really like it. The D-pad is much better on it than on the Pro controller, I feel. But for Princess Peach, you have to use the Pro controller. So this, I think, is going to be our last night with Princess Peach. We are very far. We're actually in the post game for Princess Peach. This game's a little rough. I've had a lot of fun with it, but I don't really recommend it at the same time.
Princess Peach, Showtime!
Make myself a little smaller. I don't need that much real estate on the screen. So we're in the post game. Oh, I forgot about our nice purple dress. And this is the post game forces you to replay every level with almost nothing new added. It's rough. But basically, in the post game, there are three little guys hidden on every level that weren't there before, and so now we have to replay every level to find those hidden guys. That's what we're up to. Hey VR, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're well. I have no complaints. I'm just getting back to things. I was away last week for a little vacation. And I'm very glad to be back. I hope everything has been well on your end. Thought we only had 2 floors left, but I wasn't sure. Actually, we have 3 floors left because we still have the basement as well. I'm back from vacation as well about a week ago. Oh, very nice. Alright, I guess we should just go ahead and do this one. So we've already played all the levels, some of them multiple times, so as much as possible, the plan is to just go through them as quickly as I can. So, like, some of them are really, like, talky, like this one here. These detective theme levels. So you'll probably notice I'm going to be skipping pretty much all the dialogue. And, if you didn't see our first pass through these levels, my apologies, but I could only bear to relive so much content. Drove downstate to see some real life friends since the weather was nice. So my wife had a conference to attend for like it was work related in Ohio, and I tagged along with her, and because it happened to be her conference happened to be really close to where my sister lives, so it was a good opportunity to get together with my sister and her husband, and yeah, we went out for some really nice meals. We played a lot of games, and it was a pretty good time. Yeah, we played a lot of those Jackbox games. Those are a lot of fun. You're probably about 120 miles from where I was. The world is shockingly small sometimes, is it not? Folks, I visited close to the Ohio border. That's what we're looking for, by the way. That guy in the background. He doesn't look like a guy, but you'll see. Right here. There are 3 of these on every level now. We have to replay every level to find all 3 of these guys. It is shockingly lazy post-game content. Can I go in here? I can't go in there. Bogus. It's gonna fall down. I see, I was supposed to hide behind this door. What's going on here? Coins. Now, unfortunately, it's been a week since the last time we played this level. So, well, yeah, I'm really worried that I'm gonna mess something up very badly. And have to do it way, way, way too many times. So far, we're okay, though.
I see. Ah.
I don't remember which door was the answer to the... I don't remember which door was the answer to the puzzle. Oh no. There's the second one. I love when they're visible in the cutscenes.
Indeed.
I don't remember if those guys can actually be hidden down in these rooms or not. I don't recall whether that's happened yet. I guess even if it has never happened, that doesn't mean it can't. So it's good that I checked them anyway.
On it. I see.
Those guys aren't super well hidden, but I'm still like... I want to be real careful because once you leave an area, you can't go back to it. So if I overlook one of them, I have to do the whole level again. So that's why I'm super slow to move on, even when it's like pretty clear there's nothing here. I gotta be extra careful, you know? It's better to waste a little more time now than a whole lot more time later. Oh, it just occurred to me. I forgot to switch our category. guess I should do that. Be a good citizen. No, don't take me back out. You know, any game that has an elevator that works automatically when you step onto it like this, any elevator that's going to operate like that, you should be able to walk all the way around without stepping on it. Because making it so that you can't means that if I come down here and I want to check out this little corner over here, now I have to ride the elevator back up and back down again, wasting more of my life just because they didn't include enough walking room around it. You should think about things like that and care about what you're doing to the player. No one wants to have their time disrespected like that. I don't think I found that on our first pass through the level.
Of course. On it.
Oh, I see the last guy. He's up there. Alright, victory. We can stop looking for stuff and just get out of here.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Just have 8 more stages like that to go. Or seven more stages like that to go. Okay. Oh, everything else on this floor is really good, though. They're all very action-oriented stages. There's a ninja stage, a Darkwing Duck stage, and a Kung Fu stage. And you know what? Because of that, I'm actually going to save all 3 of these stages. We're just going to go up to the next floor. I'm going to do the lower action stages first and get them out of the way. And we'll come back down into those other 3, because they'll be a lot more pleasant to go through. These 2 on the left are alright. Yeah, like the Ice Skater and the Mermaid. Like, these are very tedious stages. They're stages that are really easy to mess up and have to repeat, so we'll do these. We'll do these first.
Let's play.
That's the clever move, I think.
Divine.
Eat all of our veggies first so we can enjoy our desserts in peace. I see our first guy already. So this stage is largely auto-scroller, so it could be really easy to overlook. Something in the background. I'm doing this wrong. None of this matters. I don't even know why I'm bothering with it. Hey Angelus, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Hope you're having a great night. Welcome to Princess Peach Showtime. Welcome back, Frownie. Thank you, thank you. Very, very glad to be back. Very happy to be here tonight. Playing Countdown. I hope that treated you well. I missed. I'm missing a lot of stuff. I'm trying to check the curtain in the background to make sure there's not a thing. I'm missing it all again.
Divine.
This is not looking good, my friends. I don't think there's gonna be two guys hidden in the last room. We're gonna have to repeat this stage. There's one guy hidden in here. Yeah, I missed one. There was one somewhere in that auto-scrolling section. I was so focused with pointless stuff. I was so focused on pointless stuff. You know what? We'll restart. Life will be easier this way. Countdown is awful. One of those late 80s, early 90s adventure games that loves to kill you for stupid reasons. Oh. Hopefully you are at least enduring it well. Another raid. Baron Metz, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to Princess Peach Showtime. Hopefully you've had a wonderful stream, Metz. Very much, very grateful to have you join us tonight. We are in the extremely tedious post-game of Super Princess Peach. Or Princess Peach Showtime. Super Princess Peach is a different game. That's a game that actually exists, but it's not this game. Alright, so somewhere during this, there was one of those hidden guys, and I just overlooked him. So I need to really pay attention to not get bamboozled again. Oh, there he is. How is that even possible? Oh, all that stuff that I said isn't important? Like doing like fighting these enemies and stuff? It turns out it's mandatory. That's why I failed to find this guy before. Is because it's so that there's too many distractions. Doesn't matter, we got him. This game gets a pair of thumbs up from my niece. She beat it last week, liked it a ton. So there's a lot to like about this game, but there's a lot to dislike about it too. It's a pretty mixed bag, this game, for me. The presentation and the spectacle of the game are all really great, and they're worth putting up with the game's weaker aspects, I think. At least for me. They have been. But boy, some of the gameplay in this gets really frustrating. This game can get really tedious. Countdown has a strict time limit. The guards are everywhere and the game cheats. Go into the room, there's like a 50-50 chance you'll get caught by a security guard wandering the hall because you can't see the other side of the door. You have to just have to get lucky. Oh, that's gross. That makes me think of E.T. on the Atari, actually. Because like whenever you move from one screen to another, it's just a roll of the dice whether or not one of the enemies is going to be there in that game. Played a bunch of games that got retro achievement sets tonight. Went way longer than I intended to, but had fun anyway. Played City Crisis, a Bomberman clone with Ninja Girls, and Quiz and Dragons for arcade. Got new retro achievement sets. Right on. Sounds like a good time. I don't actually know those particular games. I mean, I know Bomberman, so I can kind of imagine the first. But they're a little bit outside my experience, those ones. How in the world did I miss that guy? I disagree. I did not think that I missed him either time. I can't argue for the second time as convincingly. City Crisis is pretty fun. PlayStation 2 game where you fly around a helicopter doing search and rescue, putting out fires and stuff like that.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought City Crisis was the Bomberman game. Controls are a little janky, but still a fun time. Paperboy on the Game Boy. That was bad. Hitbox takes up a fifth of the screen. Paperboy is one of those games, like, I would play it every now and then when I was young, so it's, like, somewhat nostalgic to me, but, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it's not actually very good.
Showtime.
We played Paperboy 2 on the Super NES, so we played that one on the stream a little bit one afternoon. I did a random afternoon stream a long time ago. I played. Was it an afternoon stream? It might have been a nighttime stream. I think it was afternoon. I played Monopoly and Paperboy. It was maybe like one of the most boring pairs of games I've ever played. I'm lucky I found that guy because I did not even see him at all. That was just pure luck. Another raid. Welcome in, Hrafnir. Thank you for the raid. Hope you are well. Very grateful to have you with us tonight. It's a murder. Hope you've had a good stream. Mario and Rabbids, the link says. Right on. I bought that game when it released and have never played it. This level is not familiar to me so far. Well, actually the ghost ship in the background was familiar to me. But none of the other stuff from this level is familiar to me yet. Doing a replay before the first time in Sparks of Hope. Very Fun Tactics RPG. One of your buddies streamed it. Right on. Yeah, I don't know why. I just never made the time for it. I got it right when it came out. I knew it's a kind of game that like I don't have a lot of experience with. But yeah, I just never, I don't know, I never found the time to actually pick it up and give it a shot. Hopefully someday, you know, ideally I'd like to eventually play, you know, all the games that I own. I didn't see anyone hidden in that section. I'd say it's a Frownie game, Rapnir says. I mean, I'm generally enthusiastic to play pretty much anything Nintendo puts out, right? Even if it's Even if it's a type of game I think wouldn't normally appeal very much to me. If it's Nintendo's version of one of those types of games. I never had any temptation to ever play any of the like Dynasty Warriors games, but I did play that Age of Calamity, and I thought that game was a lot of fun. Oh, I forgot. I forgot there's a section where we travel into the ship at the end of this. You know, of course, like, it makes sense, like, it would be terribly disappointing if there wasn't, but because I forgot that existed, I was really worried that I'd overlooked this guy right here. Victory! We found them all. Kind of surprising how many different IPs of Dynasty Warrior style games now. Zelda, Fire Emblem, Gundam. I think I have the Fire Emblem one too. I've never played a Fire Emblem game. I didn't play the first Hyrule Warriors. I have a copy of it, but I actually bought it after I bought Age of Calamity. Yeah, like Pikmin is another. Like, I don't think I ever would have been interested to play like a strategy type game like that. I don't know that I ever would have gotten around to one of them, but I wanted to give Pikmin a shot because, you know, it's a Nintendo thing, and I'm very glad I did because Pikmin is magical. Dragon Quest has one too, I think Met says. That's the easiest of the singing sections like that. There's 3 of those in the game. There's one before this and one after it, and that one's easier than both of the others.
Thank you very much.
Pikmin's pretty unique. Not sure what games I can think of having similar mechanics. Maybe Overlord on PC. Kind of similar, Chozo says. And one of them liked it a lot. Alright, we got the more tedious stuff out of the way. So now we can play these.
Let's play.
More action platformy type levels. This should be much more of a this should be much more enjoyable to cycle through. It means pretty much real-time strategy. See, I don't actually think it's likely that one of those guys is going to be hidden in the auto-scroller, but I know they can be, and so I've got to, like... I've got to keep one eye on the gameplay and one eye on the scenery, because I don't know... I don't know when one of those guys could come scrolling by. I'm doing a really bad job protecting this ship, too. If I was in the US and had the US version, I would just give you my copy of Pikmin, as I don't like it very much, Shozo says. Oh, I appreciate the offer. I'm sorry that you don't enjoy it as much as I do. I really love that game. Fortunately, I think I actually own 2 copies of it. I mean, I know I have it physically. But I think I actually have a second copy of it.
I'm here.
Yeah, I played Pikmin 1 and 2. Figure we'll do 3 sometime this year, and we'll do 4 next year, probably. That's my thought. Red Langley, welcome in. I hope there's Monopoly Peach or NFL Peach. Nintendo might be saving those for the DLC. I didn't like the time limit thing. Other than that, I liked it. Yeah, the time limit... I probably would feel the same way except I did manage to beat it and get the true ending on my first playthrough. So because of that, like, I'm really forgiving of the time limit. If my first playthrough had gone worse, I would probably have more negative feelings about the time limit. I actually almost didn't get the true ending on my first playthrough because I actually failed it. I actually failed it on the last day, but I only failed the last day and the last item on the last day. So because of that, I was actually able to repeat that day and get the true ending. So I got both endings on my first playthrough, which is really the best possible thing. Hey Mazin, welcome in. What a night, 9 hours overtime. And I wasn't even prepared in the first place. I'd say you've earned yourself some well-deserved rest. Okay, that was guy number 2. Great. Pikmin 2... No, Pikmin 2 doesn't have the time mechanic. I mean, each day, I believe, if I remember right, I think it still has days. So you do have some stress of the clock, but it doesn't have an overarching, like, limited number of total days, like, time thing to it. Just checking by before I collapse. I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping in, Madsen. You're just talking about the Peach game? This game is alright. It's definitely not Nintendo's best work. I don't remember this fight being from the right-hand side like this. Oh, I'm supposed to be getting closer. I forgot how this worked. It's Mongo Peach. The voice actor for Peach. I don't know anything Can't say that I know anything about the voice actor.
Thank you very much.
All right, 4 stages down. We've got 4 more. I keep saying we only have 4 more to go, but we still have all the stages in the basement. So, and there's like 12 down there. 10 or 12. But I think those will be shorter because there's only one hidden guy on each of those.
Showtime.
The voice actor for Peach also helped to make Splatoon 1. She's in the credits. Alongside Satoru Iwata. Right on. I didn't know that. I'm a big fan of Kung Fu Peach. My raviolis are ready, Chozo says. Excellent. I haven't actually had ravioli in a super long time. I used to eat it all the time. But it's been, my goodness. Over a decade, I think. Yeah, definitely. Why are you playing this game? What's the drive? You know, I like to play the stuff that Nintendo puts out on the Switch. I thought this game, so I expected this game to be you know, like I like platformers, right? So I thought, oh cool, another sort of 2D platformer from Nintendo. That'll be great. I didn't know that there were other types of levels in it. I don't know. I didn't really know anything about it. I assumed it would be a platformer. And, you know, most of it is platformer. Kind of. So that was really it. It was a, you know, it was a first-party Nintendo game, so... And so that had me interested, and I expected it to be a platformer, so that sold me on it. And it's all right. It's an all right game. I really enjoy a lot of it. But I have a suspicion that I probably like it more than a lot of people that I know would. It's definitely designed with much less experienced players in mind. Splatoon's online is so fun, though I hate Nintendo's online and lack of voice chat. I know people can just use Discord, but what if I'm playing with random new people? A lot of Nintendo's online. Like, Nintendo's, Nintendo, like, Mario Maker 2. The online multiplayer in Mario Maker 2 is criminal. It is just horrific. The online multiplayer experience for Mario Maker 2 is basically as bad as it could possibly be. The voice chat thing, like, I don't mind there being no voice chat. In fact, I guess I prefer there to be no voice chat because I'm not really interested in communicating with the random strangers I'm playing with. And especially in games targeted at children, I think the lack of voice chat is probably a very good idea. Frownie will play anything, even LSD Sim on PlayStation 1 when he gets a new PC that can emulate, or a Japanese PlayStation 1. I know of that game's existence. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but I did know that it's actually a really good game. Nintendo's policy with online on the Switch is the same as most companies' policy on things nowadays: pay more for less. I mean, I don't think that the $20 price point, $20 annually, I think is a pretty great price point for the online service, generally speaking. But unfortunately, the quality of some of that online service is... Well, I got what I paid for. Well, you're probably right about that. Have you seen what kids say these days? It's not terrible, but in comparison to the Wii service, which you got for free. Yeah, I guess that does sort of. I hadn't really considered that comparison. That does make me look at things a little differently. We didn't know how good we had it. This is surprisingly tough. There we go. Yeah, the price I'm not mad at, Cal says. I'm mad at what you get for the price. Yeah, yeah. That's the way to say it. Paying online's not a big deal to me because of all the free-to-play games on the PlayStation 5 do not require the PlayStation Online to play. The N64 expansion stuff is straight up rude, Tuesday says. I haven't really looked at that too much. Overwatch 2 on the Switch I don't think requires the online to play. I should have said have you heard. It still came across just fine. PlayStation 3 had free online. PlayStation 2 and GameCube as well. It's all Microsoft's fault with the Xbox Live. No, I didn't get to it yet, Mazin. You know, I will. And no, you're not annoying me. Don't worry. I just didn't. I didn't have an opportunity yet. I am very curious. I am very curious to see what it, you know, to see what the reference is going to be and whether or not I actually catch it.
Thank you.
I need to get your reaction at some point. I'll let you know. I'll send you a message somehow or leave a comment or on the video or something. Right. 3 more standard levels. Let's go ahead and do the other Kung Fu level. Let's do both of those back to back.
Let's play.
Wow, I moved my foot and my ankle popped and it was such a loud noise. But you should have Frownie drop everything and just play through the Crash Bandicoot games. All in good time. All in good time. I still haven't finished my last 2 PlayStation 1 games. We still have Bubsy 3D and Ape Escape work to complete. I like this guy, this villain. I like his style a lot. He's not... I don't like him quite as much as the cowboy villain, but... He's pretty alright. And the vetoed. We have to finish playing Pretty Dresses first. Do I go in here?
Yay!
That was just one of those. Wario Land won my chat poll today. I didn't expect that at all. That's what I voted for. Specifically because of Wario Land 2, but... That's my favorite Wario Land so far. Wrath of Cortex on the PlayStation 2. I think I might own Wrath of Cortex. I don't think I have it on the PlayStation though. Was that also released on the Xbox? I mean, maybe I have it on the PlayStation. Sorry, I'm curious enough to wanna check real quick. I need to update this collection so badly. It's so I've picked up so much stuff that's not reflected here. Oh no, the one I have is Twin Sanity. That's the one that's what I have. On the Xbox. The real Crash 4 is a reboot of the series, one of the best 3D platformers I've ever played. Right on. Oh yeah, there's a ton of endings in Wario Land too. Is this guy number 3? That's number 3. Let's go. Twin Sanity's more like a spin-off, but still a really good game. Right on. I'll have to keep an eye out. I'll have to keep an eye out for Wrath of Cortex so that I can have them all. Crash 4 is considered too hard. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. When someone asks me how hard I want, how hard do I want my games to be, my answer is always yes, please. I want everything to be as difficult as possible, and then I will cry the entire playthrough about how terrible it is. But, secretly I always love it. Or I'd have it no other way. Spyro was a lot of fun. Oh, I got something in my eye. I needed to wipe my eye. I wiped my eye, and then after I was done, I needed to wipe it again even more badly. It just made things worse. Yeah, Spyro was pretty low challenge. Some of the flying stages were a little tough, but And the last boss was a little tough too. But none of it was like really hard. Just a little. My plan was to kick one of those orange guys through this guy. That's why it jumped over him, but I don't know, something didn't go quite right. Gotta step out and order for some rest, Masson says. See you next time, and good night. If you even say that at 10 a.m. Hey, thank you again for stopping in, Mazin. Always appreciated. I hope that you sleep very well. Have a great rest and recovery. I forgot that we could jump back and forth between the two poles without, you know, basically without having to touch the ground.
Thank you.
Right, two more. That might be all we do tonight. We might do these. I mean, we've got 2 stages and a boss, and then we got the whole basement. I don't know that I have the stamina tonight to clear out the whole basement, though. You know, I'm kind of tired from moving furniture around all afternoon. So I might have to do these 2 stages on the boss, and then have to call it a night there.
Showtime.
And we can finish out the. I think we'll finish out the basement tomorrow night instead. We'll do one more night. We'll do one more night of Jump King and Peach. I think is what we'll do. We'll do it tomorrow. First stream back in a while, ease back into it. Well, naturally, cows. That's what I was doing. You know, picking a laid back game like Jump King. I actually did think I actually did strongly consider easing back into it by doing Super Ghouls and Ghosts instead. I almost played that. Instead of either of the games we ended up doing tonight. missed. Jilly and I have watched The Rocketeer recently. And that movie, these levels have a very similar aesthetic to that movie. Same sort of like diesel punk aesthetic. That's not what I'm trying to do. I really want to rush through the level, but I also don't want to miss the guy. Ooh, another raid. We've got everybody joining us tonight. This is wonderful. Blackthorn, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, my friend. How are you doing? Tell us about your stream. I thought that was a spooky jack-o'-lantern. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna be in this auto-running section? Wait, this forced running section? I better watch out. F-099. Well, I hope that treated you well. I've only played that once. I'm not as keen on F-099 myself, but I know a lot of people really dig it. I'd probably like it more if I'd actually played F-Zero If I had like a higher familiarity going in. But I feel like I don't have any control in that game. I feel like there's so much chaos, and there's so many other drivers that I just always feel like I'm just being buffeted around by the winds of chance. You're very curious about this game, though. So we're actually really late into the game. So if you're concerned with spoilers, there's a high potential for them at this point, because I'm actually in the post game. This game is all right. It's got really great spectacle and presentation, and for those alone, you might feel like it's worth the price of admission. But some of the gameplay is quite janky, and sometimes the lack of polish gets really frustrating. So while I've had a really good time with it, I have to, like, it's hard to just outright recommend, because if your tolerance for jank isn't there, then I can imagine people also being very easily frustrated by several parts of this game. I mean, I was quite frustrated by a few parts of this game. Seen people speedrunning it already? Oh my goodness, I found him. Can you believe that? He was hidden in this section, and I found him? Let's go. I think I'm just a sucker for the 99 gimmick. I don't know anything about F-Zero. I don't usually play racing games, but 99 works for me. I've liked all the other ones. But yeah, the F-Zero one didn't quite win me over. But I have Tetris 99, fantastic. Yes. Pac-Man 99, a lot of fun. And Mario 35, that's my favorite. Mario 35 was pretty spectacular. I liked it a lot. That's the only one I was actually any good at. I got first. I did win. I have won Tetris 99 a few times, and I won Pac-Man 99 a few more. F-Zero 99, I don't think I really have a chance at winning. I missed the Mario one. They need to turn that back on. I really wish, like, I would be happy with them just to put out a. It would be amazing if they put out like Mario All Stars 99. And just like, just do the same, just do the exact same formula with like the first 3 or 4 Mario games. It'd be spectacular. I'd gladly pay full price for that experience. I'd buy it day one. I'd go to a midnight. I'd pick it up at a midnight release. Maybe for the 40th anniversary.
Let's play.
Really happy to hear that. I've heard a few people bemoan the idea that this is the game Peach got after all these years. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, on the one hand, like some of the things that make the game a little janky are because it's targeted toward less experienced players. And so there's a degree to which they attempt to make the game simple and automated in a lot of ways that then make it irritating if you have a higher, like, base level of competency with controlling a virtual character. So, like, on the one hand, like, I want to be kind of forgiving about a little bit of the stuff that irritates me, because I know it's not a product of incompetence or laziness. However, there are some aspects of this game that are 100% the product of laziness. The post-game content for this game is shockingly lazy and bad. The missions I'm doing right now are super tedious filler content. Where all they've done is they've added 3 collectibles to every stage that weren't there the first time, so that you're forced to repeat every single stage with nothing changed except 3 collectibles. That, like, there's not even, like, a puzzle involved. I mean, they're slightly hidden in that they're camouflaged, but... Oh yeah, you have to attack to get that. But it's, I think this is a decent game. I think pretty much anyone can enjoy it, but I think you might want to maybe try not to pay full price for it. I'd grab it on sale, not before Mario Wonder, though. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's not, that's the thing. It's not Mario Wonder. They didn't put the care that they put into Mario Wonder into this game. Yeah, I already forgot how to do this. This puzzle gave me difficulty last time. There we are. I misunderstood. It's not a difficult puzzle, but I misunderstood how to do it. And Mario Wonder was a lot of fun. My only real problems with Mario Wonder was that it was a little bit on the easy side. Because it's a pretty easy game for most of the game. Not that Mario games have to be brutally difficult, or everything has to be, but... There could have been a bit more challenge to it in parts. And, you know, after playing something like Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Wonder feels like not very sizable content-wise, so... Those are the only things, and like neither thing are really like those are my two sort of mild issues with it. It could have been a little more challenging, and it's a much smaller game than Tears of the Kingdom. It's fine for me since I like easier games anyway, Greg says. Yeah.
It's done. Thank you.
Tend to like these less loved side Mario releases. The Wario World game on the GameCube comes to mind. I want to play that. I haven't ever played it, but I want to play that one. I will say also, like, you get to do a lot of different things in this game. Like, it has like part of the reason that the gameplay isn't super polished is because it's really diverse gameplay. Part of that is because, like, you know, like in a lot of games, like you've got this ninja character, and then you've got this spy character, and you've got this kung fu character, right? And like in a lot of games, you would just have one character that has all of these characters' abilities. But in this one, like, you know, to keep it simple, to be targeted at, you know, less experienced players, they've taken what might be one character in one game and divided it into 3 characters. You know, so like they each have like one thing about them. They each have one thing that they can do. So like in some ways, like yes, there are a lot of different things you can do, but part of it comes from breaking, you know, sort of a standard video game character's level of complexity into much smaller, into much simpler characters. But then also, like the detective stage, and the baker, and the baker, and the, you know, the ice skater, the mermaid. Those are all really different things. So. This is good post-game content. The regular stages post-game content of just find the 3 hidden dudes is terrible. The boss, adding the challenges to the bosses is great. Like, they should have done this with every stage. Is add challenges that make you play the whole stage in a different way to each of the stages. Now that would have been great post-game content. Defeat with only striped orbs. Defeat with 9 or fewer returned orbs. And don't take damage. I don't remember what this boss is like. 7 years since Mario Odyssey. So they might have a sequel. Might have something up their sleeves there. Maybe this game is like one of those restaurants with an overly eclectic menu. Well, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like, if it's kind of like where half the menu items are like random odd things, and the other half are standard fare, but like it's sort of like a menu where like you could get a plain hamburger or a grilled cheese sandwich, but you couldn't order a cheeseburger. We don't need to, we don't actually need to watch the cutscene. Can I skip, please? Thank you. Okay, only striped orbs and fewer than 9 returned. It's difficult to even know what that means. I'm already failing this pretty miserably, though. Well, that's not striped. I'm doing bad. We'll get this. I can't fail at it forever. No, I took damage. I can't win any of the challenges now. Oh, great. I took damage twice. Okay. Well, we got one of them. And I gained a lot of wisdom. That's going to help me do better. A good refresher, yeah. Hopefully we will knock out the other two. So far, so good. I don't know where it's safe to stand. I thought that was gonna miss. No! I took damage. So much for the, You know, so much for the getting them all thing. I think that was 9 orbs, though, so that should get us one of them. I don't think I ever finished Mario Odyssey yet, Greg says. I played through Mario Odyssey twice. I didn't ever get everything in the game. I didn't ever get all the moons, but I got what I think is the true ending both times.
Showtime!
Alright. One more time, no damage this time, right? Kaboom. Oh, come on. I disagree. There's so much waiting during this boss fight. Victory! Let's go! Hey, Big Evil, welcome in. Jump King looks different. Welcome to Princess Peach Showtime. Stardew Valley. Oh, I hope that treated you well. I hope that was a lot of fun. I expect it must have been. I've never played Stardew Valley. I think that I would love Stardew Valley, but I'm afraid to play it because those like Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing type games, I can very easily get really obsessed with. And if I ever play it, I'm really scared that it will consume my life. It'll be great. It'll be great if all you care about is watching the stream and you don't really care about what I'm doing. Because you would get daily 18-hour Stardew Valley streams for several months. But I would, you know... I would probably wither away to dust playing that game. Not my usual, but quite enjoyable, Big Evil says. It was very relaxing, much needed. Glad to hear it. I mean, naturally, if you are in need of relaxation, you know, I hope nothing too stressful is going on, but at least you, you know, found a suitable and it sounds like satisfying escape. Hey, Cherokee Man, welcome in. I'm doing well, I'm doing well. It's been a little while. I hope you've been alright too. Have we... We did unlock something new. We unlocked something new in the album. Another photo. I haven't really been paying attention to those. So you've actually kind of come in at the end of the stream, my friends. That boss that we just defeated was the last thing I wanted to do for tonight. So like I'm really sorry to do this to you, but we're gonna wrap up here and raid out. Now that we've got this boss defeated. Oh, speaking of Jump King, by the way, though, I will share Jump King went really well tonight. I hit a new PB. I found like. Not only did I make it higher than I've ever been, but I found a completely new area. Like I got so high that the landscape changed, and there's a new stage hazard. It's water. Oh my goodness. I didn't stay up there, of course. I lost that progress that I gained, but like I gained new progress, but I lost it as well. I also got scammed. I also got scammed by a troll item in the game. I went on this quest. I went on this quest for that basically cost me hours of progress, and then the item I got was worthless. At least I can say I was here. Gran Turismo 3 is a super relaxing racing game. Super chill 90% of the time. I guess that was an interesting way to phrase that. So we're gonna play this again tomorrow night, my friends. We're gonna start the stream with Jump King. It's been Jump King every night and will be Jump King every night for the foreseeable future. Our stream's gonna start with 2 hours of Jump King, basically until we finish it. We have another raid coming in. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess we won't end the stream. I guess we'll play a little longer. Uh, Kyle, thank you very much for the raid. Always grateful to have you. It's just funny because I was probably about to come your way. But you're wrapping up early tonight. Waz, welcome in. Mixed champion, welcome in. Kyle, thank you very much for the the resub. Oh, that's the gift. That's the gift sub from Waz. Thank you again for that, Waz. How good is this game? Is it a remake of the DS game? I never played the DS game. I don't think it's a remake of the DS game. Oh, welcome in. Is that Zeke Mango? Pleasure to have you here as well. Sorry, I almost missed you there. Very much appreciate you coming along. Sorry to say, Dino Pulse Seda, welcome in. Sorry to say, Kyle says never play the home console Shark Tale game. I peeked in. I don't know if that was the only thing you were playing tonight. I peeked in while you were playing that. There was some. I looked like a mini game where you were inside of a ring. I didn't know what was going on. The same thing happened with Zeke. Rated us as we were raiding out. It happens. Well, we'll keep going a while longer. I've got more to do in this game, so we'll do a little bit. We'll do a few of the stages we have left in this game before we wrap up tonight. Since you're so kind to come by. It's all my fault. Also good to see you, Frownie. Good to see you, Waz. Always grateful to have you with us. Welcome in, Yared. Great to have you here. So no, I don't think it's a remake. This game is okay. It's not like it's not Nintendo's usual level of polish. The presentation and the spectacle of this game is wonderful. It's a pretty game. There's lots of like big exciting things that happen. There's a lot of diversity to the gameplay. The gameplay is really simple. You play as a bunch of different characters, but each character basically only has 2 actions, which is like jump and then some other action, which is like an attack or a platforming type ability, like a grappling hook or a wall kick or something. Each character's only got like 2 or 3 actions that they can do, so they're all really simple characters. But some of them are really like weird and different from other things. Like some of them are like there's a bunch of them are like kind of like standard action platformy type stuff, but others are more like slow, like puzzle adventure game type stuff. The game's real heavy with like. It's definitely targeted toward less experienced gamers. Like a lot of the targeting is automated. There's a lot of QuickTime event type button pressing, so it's real simple in a lot of ways. In that regard. The gameplay can be really clunky and really janky and really frustrating sometimes. Not usually, but when it, it doesn't usually get like that, but when it does, sometimes it gets really bad. So, I don't know. It's an alright game. It's not another Mario Wonder. Like, if Mario Wonder is like the A grade product, this is more of a B grade product. I've been really enjoying it, but it's a game I would find hard to recommend without a lot of asterisks by it. I think that I think pretty much anyone could enjoy it, but try not to pay full price for it. Hey, Waz, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 7 months, Waz. Very much appreciate that. Ghost, welcome in. That was the rhythm game. The part that I saw of the Shark Tales. All right, let me catch up here with the chat. I've missed a lot of stuff. The DS game's its own separate game. The best part was that the prompts were offbeat from the music in the rhythm game. Oh boy. That's fantastic. The game's done, though. Very well done. Very well done, Kyle. Spider-Man 2. I heard Spider-Man 2. I heard the Spider-Man 2 game is pretty good. I've never checked it out myself, but I've heard it's pretty good. Cyber, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. It's the Dark Souls of licensed kids games. Oh my. Oh, so what we're doing now we're in the post game for this, so spoilers everywhere. Sorry I didn't say that a moment ago. But in the post game, they force you to, if you want to go for 100%, and I almost always want to go for 100%. They force you to replay every single level by adding a collectible that wasn't there on the first time. So that's what we're doing, is we are very tediously replaying all the levels. So if it looks like I'm moving through the levels without paying attention to them or caring about anything that's going on, it's because I've already played all of these at least once. Most of them 2 or 3 times to get all the collectibles on my first pass. But it's some of the laziest, most tedious post-game content they could have done, to just force you to replay all the levels with virtually nothing changed. I'm a little irritated about that. I don't mind, I don't mind being forced to replay a level, and there it is. There's the collectible I'm looking for. That guy, there's a guy over there hidden behind a sheet of paper trying to blend into the background. They add between 1 and 3 of those guys to every level. And all you have to do is find them. And that's it. But like I don't mind being forced to replay a level necessarily, but you have to do more to change it up than just this. And that was it. That's the only guy on this stage. We have to do the whole thing just because of that one guy. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Ghost. Pleasure to have you come on board with us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, victory.
Well, shucks. Thank you.
There's also this thing, one of the things about the structure of the game is that, so there are 10 different costumes, and there are 3 stages for each costume. But the stages seem to get progressively smaller. Well, the first and second stage for each costume are roughly the same size, but the final stage for each one is significantly smaller. And like it's not more challenging or anything. It's just I don't know.
Showtime.
So it's kind of like there's 2.5 stages for every costume. It's kind of funny to hear Peach with the cowgirl / Western dialect. Oh yeah, she doesn't. It almost like it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't even like sound like the same voice actress. The voice it's radically different when she puts on that accent. I mean, I don't actually think it's a different person, but she sounds radically different. Her voice in the mermaid costume sounds very different too. The singing, her singing sounds very different. That might actually be a different voice, or maybe not even a human. That might be just a generated thing, I don't know. That's the first time you've heard her speak? The director of Goemon 64 is the director of this. Of Mystical Ninja or Goemon's Great Adventure, or both. These detective levels are more like adventure gamey. You know, you just wander around and like look at stuff. They're kind of alright levels, but they're very, very tedious to replay. The platform, like replaying the platforming levels is it's like one level of tediousness, but this is a little bit you know, out of control. There we go. There's our collectible. Mystical Ninja. That one I've never played at all. I have played once upon a time a little bit of Goemon's Great Adventure. And I'd like to do a proper playthrough of that one someday. I guess I'd like to do them both, because why not? But I'm actually, like, actively excited for Goemon's Great Adventure. I haven't played any of the more modern Marios, which I assume she speaks in. Yeah, she's got, I don't remember if she has any dialogue in Mario Odyssey. I mean, I think she yells out Mario's name. Probably. I know she's got, you know, a little bit of dialogue in Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. The puzzle of this game is to count to 4. It's difficult, right? Because like it's hard to design a puzzle in a video game that doesn't require like a baseline ability of like a reading comprehension and or math or counting ability. But like the thing is, like, those abilities like should, like, they kind of have to be required. I guess there's ways to design puzzles that don't involve those, but it's tough, right? But then, like, this is a puzzle that tests nothing except your ability to count. Like, there's not, like, you're not required to have counting ability to solve the puzzle. Your counting ability is the puzzle, and there's nothing beyond that. So it's pretty weak. It's a pretty weak puzzle. Sometimes counting is rather tricky, Cow says. Unfortunately, I'm going to be heading off to bed. Great to see you back again, Frownie. Good night, Cows. Thank you for being here. It was wonderful to be back, to enjoy your company again. I hope that you have a great rest of your night and a fantastic tomorrow, my friend. This puzzle is a little bit better. Where you have to kind of consider the characters and divine which of them is the real one. It's not exactly difficult, but It requires a bit more interesting thought than just counting to 4. Okay, so we can't interact with that yet. I think that's the solution to the puzzle, is the magnifying glass. Even though we've already played all these levels, I was away from the stream last week, so yeah, it's been a week since I've played them, so they're not as fresh in my mind as they could be.
On it. Ah. Aha.
I don't know why I went over there to pick that up. Oh, this is cool. Here, so I'm actually gonna do this wrong on purpose.
On it.
You're supposed to figure out from that dialogue that this guy's a villain and not go through the exit. But we didn't get fooled on the... Alright, so that wasn't very exciting. But I didn't know, because we didn't try the exit on the, we didn't try the exit on our first, pass through the level.
Case closed. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Let's play.
So, when they do this... So again, this guy right here, this is the only reason I'm replaying the level, is because in the post-game, they added this guy here for me to find. But, so, like, I complain about this being lazy post-game content, which it is, but it's really indefensible when they add the collectible right at the entrance to the level. Like, this is where we spawn into the level, and right here, one screen over is where they hid the collectible. And so everything after this point is just repeating the level for no reason. Like, that's how lazy this post-game grind is. It's indefensible. It's stunningly lazy. And here's the thing, like, this is level number 3 for this outfit. Like, this is like the, like, if this were the first level of the first outfit you get, and they just were training you, like, that those guys are on the stages, like, that would be one thing. But this is the end. Like, this is one of the very last stages that you can possibly play. And we're just dropping in right at the beginning because we're not challenging the player or giving them anything interesting to do. We're just forcing them to repeat levels. That's all we're doing. Is just dragging out the experience. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Peach deserves better. And again, like, I mean, it's not a terrible game, but some things about it are terrible. Looks pretty cool. Welcome in, new synth. It's definitely, I mean, it definitely gets top marks on its presentation and its spectacle. I didn't appreciate that I was facing the wrong direction. the timing windows on those, like, all you have to do is press the button when the, like, circle becomes a star. The timing window for it is really lenient.
Thank you.
Alright, so we've got a bit longer. We got 3 of the stages knocked out, but I think I am gonna wrap things up here. It's a little awkward place now with part of this finished, but I was intending to leave all of down here for tomorrow. So we've got 7 of those like little mini stages left, and we've got 1 boss. This is good post-game content, by the way. All the bosses, you're encouraged to do rematches with the bosses, but it adds little challenges here, like beating them without taking damage, and some of them are even more interesting than that. Like, you have to do it with limited... Like, a lot of the bosses you damage by returning their projectiles, and some of these challenges will limit you to, like, you can only use certain types of projectiles, or you have to defeat the boss without missing with any of them, or something like that. And like those are good. Like, adding little challenges like that to the bosses is really good post-game content. Much better than just plop a dude down at the start of the stage. I wish they'd done that for all the stages, like to put in some sort of challenge like that changes the way you have to approach each of the levels. Like, that would have been way more interesting. But unfortunately, that's not what they did. But I think we're gonna end the stream here for tonight, my friends. We'll finish this game tomorrow night. Certainly. I've thought we were gonna finish it for the last couple nights, but there's always a little bit more to do than I think there is. But yeah, we'll play tomorrow night. We'll play Jump King at the start of the stream. We're gonna work on Jump King at the start of every stream for the foreseeable future, and then it'll be Princess Peach in the second part. But we will see who is live and what they're doing, and we'll raid another stream. Thank you very much for being here with me, my friends. Really appreciate you, as always. It's been great to, it's been a great stream to come back to. It's been great to come back to so much wonderful company after being away for a while. And later this week, we're going to work on some of our retro stuff. We're going to work on Bubsy 3D. I'm trying to beat all the bosses in that game damageless. So we'll play Bubsy 3D. We've got a little bit more work to do in Ape Escape. We've got the mini games in that game. And Jet Force Gemini is just our regular first playthrough. I'm not sure what night we're going to do each of those games, but I want to try and hit all 3 of those this week. See you tomorrow, Greg says. Back to Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you for being here, Greg. Always a pleasure, Waz says. Thank you, Waz. Thank you very much. Alright, we will raid. I think we'll go over to Nar. Narblast is working through every NES game, playing with real cartridges on real hardware. It's a very cool project, and he has made tremendous progress on game number 418. He's playing a racing game tonight. I think it's called Built to Win, if I understand what I'm seeing here. Formula 1, Built to Win. It looks like pole position. So let's go wish him luck. Target time for startup is 11 p.m. Central Time, my friends. It might be a little early or a little late on each individual night. So keep an eye on the Discord for more accurate alerts for when we're about to start up. And thank you one last time for being here, my friends. Very grateful for you. I hope you are well until I get to see you again. I hope that time comes very soon. But for tonight, we are all out of stuff to do here. It is time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.